Hi, this is Ken Reed from Sportsnet. You're watching the Slewfoot Hockey Show with Dave and Fred. Two guys who were actually cut from their beer league. Think about that. Cut from beer league. A couple of rejects.
The Slewfoot Hockey Show. Sometimes we choke, but not as much as the Capitals.
Even the Knights are better than we thought.
It's more than a feeling in Boston.
And is it sundown in Nashville for Colorado?
All of that coming up next.
Welcome to the Slewfoot Hockey Show. Here are your hosts, Fred Angema and Dave Abbey.
Hi, Dave.
How's it going?
Good. Welcome to the Slewfoot Hockey Show. This is the hockey show where we talk hockey.
Yep.
Brilliant, right?
It is clever.
Yeah. So we are going to talk about the NHL playoffs. Oh, I'm Fred, and you are
Dave.
In case you missed that. This is your first time tuning in. We do this weekly.
Yeah.
We talk about what's happening in the NHL and hockey around the world. World Championship coming up, so then that'll actually be a true statement.
Yes. Yeah.
Right. So the playoffs are happening right now, and we're going to report on that today. The series that are going, all of the series. Yeah. If you would like to follow us on Twitter, I'm at Slewfoot Fred,
And I'm at Slewfoot Dave.
and we have at Slewfoot Show as well. If you'd like to subscribe to our show, you can click the subscribe button down here. Also on iTunes, you can subscribe on iTunes. And if you feel like leaving reviews, I don't think I've ever seen one. No, I've seen some reviews. Mm-hmm. I just haven't seen any lately because I haven't looked.
The like button is easy.
Like button's very, very easy.
Same as the subscribe button, which is hard to say.
Yeah, the subscribe button.
It's spelled with a Z.
It is. It is. So it's Monday. Let's get right into this. So it's Monday, and lots of hockey that's been happening. What do you think of the playoffs so far?
There's been one boring series.
Okay. You can let me know what that is.
Toronto-Boston.
Do you think that's boring?
Well, yeah, because it's just lopsided.
It is pretty
I
lopsided.
like close games.
Yeah, and it's not very.
Washington-Columbus.
That's been
a
exciting.
good series.
That's been a very good series.
Overtime twice?
Yep. Once.
Yep. But a great one there last night.
Yeah. Let's get right into that series then. So we're talking about that.
Yeah.
So Columbus.
Up 2-0.
Up to nothing. Last week, did we predict that Washington would win that series?
Probably not. There's probably no tape of it. There's definitely no tape.
There's no tape anymore. Check the videotape.
I think we did predict Washington. But it's not over.
No, there's still potentially
I think both
5
games
more games.
Yeah, both games they'd lost by 1.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and they came back. Washington came back last night after.
Well, yeah. But Columbus also came back.
It was
back and forth.
Yeah.
Which makes for a good game.
It does.
Not
Very
like
good game.
Toronto-Boston. See? Boring series.
Yeah. Who do you like in this series so far as players? Ovechkin finally got a couple of goals last night.
Yep. Eric Stahl looked good last night.
Yeah, but it's only second game.
Yeah.
They
It's
were
still pretty early.
They're kind of game. They were a game behind, right? They had an extra day off, did they not?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now Pittsburgh-Philly, which has been a pretty good back and forth series.
Yeah. They're off.
They're off till Thursday.
Okay. So they're not back tomorrow night because it's Monday.
Monday,
right
Tuesday,
now.
Wednesday off. 3 days off.
Oh. What do you do in Philadelphia for 3 days?
Well, it's the city of brotherly love. So I don't know what you do. I wasn't insinuating anything at all.
Visit the Liberty Bell?
You could.
Right.
Go to a hockey game?
I heard someone tried to lick that once.
What?
I don't know why. I don't
In
know
the
where.
winter?
Oh, maybe in the winter. Is it outside?
I would imagine.
I've never been. Have you ever been to Philadelphia?
No.
Have you ever had a Philly cheesesteak sandwich?
Yes, but it's not really authentic.
No, I had
I've
one in
never been
Chicago
to-
and it was delicious.
You had a Philly cheesesteak sandwich in Chicago.
It was delicious.
You ever
so-
had buffalo wings in
Not in
Chicago?
Buffalo, not in Chicago. Elsewhere, I
in
have.
Philly?
In Philly, no. I've never been to Philadelphia.
Oh, then that's definitely not
No,
happening.
I've had poutine in Montreal.
Well, that's authentic.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
So that would be as authentic as it would get, I suppose.
I've had fries under the bridge in Sarnia.
That's very authentic.
That's culture.
I have too.
That is culture. Deep
Culture.
culture.
Yeah. Okay, back to hockey. So Ovechkin got a
All
couple
right.
goals.
Yeah.
Who's been the star of this series so far? Who's your who's been the standout player for you?
Bobrovsky.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Goalie Bob has played
Yeah.
great, hasn't he?
I wasn't gonna thinking of a goalie for a second. I was
Yeah.
gonna say like Backstrom's had. He's been pretty good.
Oh, he's been very good as well.
all over the ice, but
Yeah.
but for goaltending, yeah.
Yeah,
Bobrovsky
he's really kept them in the game.
I think he won them the game
Games.
last night.
Oh, for sure he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't score the overtime winner, but
No,
he stopped
Pretty
a lot of
close.
shots.
pretty
Yeah,
close.
Yeah.
What about Washington starting Philip Grubauer twice? Grubauer.
I think you'll see a change there.
Yeah, me too.
I think you'll see Holtby, and is it tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night.
Are you gonna get one day off?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think you'll see Holtby back in that.
Yeah, so do I. I agree with you.
Yeah.
I think they need to put him in. He won the Vezina last year, did he not?
Mhm.
Why is he sitting on the bench in the playoffs?
Well, there's a lot of goalies that could be playing right now. Philadelphia, Mrazek.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll see him.
Maybe we'll
next
see
game,
him Thursday.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Elliott's been bad for 2.
Yes, he has.
What was I going to say? There's Jonathan Quick. He's
Yeah.
had a hard time.
He's had hard time.
Well, I don't know. It's that series is a lot closer than
You want to jump to that series?
I do.
Okay.
I just did.
So we're jumping over to the West now, but that's okay.
There's no system.
There we have no system. So the West,
Yeah, I just think that it's crazy that they're down 3-0.
Jonathan Quick has played amazing, right?
Yeah.
This was the last series I wanted to talk about, but that's
Well,
okay.
This will be the last one until the next one.
Okay. So
But he-
Vegas up
he had
3
50
games
shots
to
the other
0.
He had 50 shots the other night in that double overtime game.
He stopped 50 shots.
There
He
you go.
didn't have 50 shots. He'd stopped them. Yeah, he's been my player so far. It's been a goaltending show. He's been my player for Los Angeles because I think the rest of the team, not that they haven't shown up, they're just being stymied by Fleury on the other end.
Yeah.
He's made some great saves as well.
Well,
The
they
goaltending
They scored pretty early last night,
yeah,
and then that was just
they shut the door.
yeah.
William Karlsson, he finally got going last night. Scored his first goal of the series
Yep.
in 3 games.
Yep.
Kopitar, he finally got a goal.
Yeah, when you start getting guys like Carlson going, you're in trouble,
Yeah,
and you're already down 3.
yeah.
It's not good for
James
LA.
Neal
Yeah.
finally got going as well.
Yep.
He assisted
good
on the
job.
winner the other night, did he not? Yes, he did.
Mhm.
Yep. So it's been the grinders and those guys that have been scoring the goals in this series.
Yeah.
And it's been a great for me. It's been a great series just to watch the highlights because did you stay up till 3 a.m. the other night when it went to double overtime?
Pretty close.
Did you? Good
I
for
stayed
you.
up. I stayed up for the first overtime.
Yeah. Wow.
I couldn't do the second one.
No, I need my
I
sleep.
had to go to
So
work too early.
yeah, but it's been a great series. And did we ever think that Vegas would be up here? Here we go
It's- I
again.
know.
We're asking that question again.
I know.
Did we think Vegas would be doing this?
Nobody did.
Nobody did.
Nobody
But guess what they're doing again? They're proving us all wrong.
Yep. Winning again.
So good for. And we talked about this last week on the show that it would be a feel good story if they did something. And guess what they're doing? They're doing something. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
I think we said they'd win the West.
Yeah.
They're looking pretty good so
Yeah.
far. They haven't lost.
Yeah, they're looking very, very good.
3
and
wins, 13 wins to go to win the cup.
if they get that top line going of Marchessault, Carlson, and Riley Smith, look out. Not that those guys haven't had chances. They've been all over the ice.
Yep.
It's just that Quick has
So
been stopping everything.
eventually it's gonna.
Those things are
they're
gonna go
find
in
the back of
eventually.
that. Yeah,
Drew Doughty was suspended. Did you see that?
sure did.
What did you think? questionable.
Very questionable. I don't know if it was suspendable.
Right.
We've seen lots of hits like that this year.
Yeah.
And he's not a repeat offender by any means.
No.
He's,
No.
as Don Cherry said the other night, he's the best defenseman in the league. He just might be.
Close to it.
Yeah.
Yep. Smart.
So, I don't know.
Dependable.
It just didn't seem. It just didn't seem like a suspension to me. He didn't target the head. It was all shoulder.
Right.
The guy was leaning in.
Right.
Yeah, of course you're gonna take it in the head.
Right.
It was just an unfortunate thing, but
So I disagree with that suspension.
Mm-hmm.
Now there was another suspension, and we'll move back over to the East. See how we did that?
my fault.
It's all good. We're gonna go back and forth now.
Hey, great.
So we've got Boston and Toronto, with Boston leading that series 2-0.
Mm-hmm.
Nazem Kadri was suspended for 3 games.
He's played his last game this year.
Okay, I had to do the math there for a second. So you're calling for a sweep?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I said Boston in 5.
We'll have to check the tape. So what do you think so far of this series? You said it was boring for you.
It kind of is because it's lopsided.
Yeah.
Haven't they given up 12 goals? Scored 4?
Yes. Yes.
Thanks for coming out.
How about David Pasternak?
6 points?
Yeah, in one
That's
game.
okay.
That's in one game.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Is he leading the league in scoring?
The best player in the world in the playoffs right now has 6 points. 7.
Right. He did that in 3 games, where Pasternak did 6 points in 1 game.
Right.
It's pretty good.
That's not
So the best player, the best player in the playoffs still. Yeah, yeah, that's good. What did you think? Sorry, of the Nazem Kadri suspension.
I guess 3 games.
Did you feel it was deserved?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
For many reasons. He
awesome.
is a repeat offender.
Yes,
He left his feet,
yes,
targeted the head,
yes.
and it was brought on from a hit 2 seconds ago.
Right.
He is very lucky that Chera, who was 3 feet away from him, didn't tune him.
Now a lot of people said, "Well, what about Chera hitting Marner 2 seconds before that?" Did you see that hit?
Yep. Did you also see Kadri knee Rick Nash right before he hit?
Yes,
The fella he hit? Who was that? Wingles?
yes. Tommy
Yeah.
Wingles,
Yeah. Who's not playing tonight?
because he has a sore head.
Probably.
Yeah. I felt it was deserved.
Yeah.
I felt it was coming,
Yeah.
and yeah,
He
you
was-
might
he
you
was-
might be right. I don't think he'll be back.
He was running around. It
Even-
was going to happen.
Even his coach called him undisciplined.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Has he played his last game as a Leaf? Could he be dealt in the off season?
quite possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've talked to him lots of times about his discipline.
Yeah.
And playoffs, he hasn't learned clearly.
You remember what happened to Brandon Preston in Montreal? He had some discipline problems, did he not?
Mm-hmm.
About staying disciplined on the ice. He didn't
Correct.
play very much after that.
No.
So you never know. He could be dealt. You could get someone pretty decent for Nazem Kadri.
Sure he could.
He had over
Scored
30 goals this year.
33 goals, 32.
Yeah. What do you think, Leaf fans? Would you trade Nazem Kadri for a better defenseman to help them get over the hump next year? Or do you want to keep him around and have that loose cannon like Boston does with Brad Marchand? He's looked good in this series.
Yeah, there's
That whole
quite a
line.
big difference between players there.
Okay.
He crosses the line a lot,
Mhm.
pays the price, but he also agitates and scores a lot.
Yep.
He's in the play. He's
Do you think Brad Marchand is one suspension away from like a 20-gamer?
That's possible. Depends
Yeah.
what he does.
Yeah.
Maybe he's smartening up. I don't know. He enjoys scoring.
Of course he does. Who doesn't?
He doesn't really care about losing money. Obviously, he's lost. What did they say? Almost 890,000 this year
Yeah.
in suspensions.
I want to ask a question.
All right.
Have you heard of Austin Matthews?
Yeah,
Is he playing in this series?
he's invisible
Yeah.
and not to the other team. He's having a hard time.
What about William Nylander?
Non-existent.
Is he playing too?
I believe he is.
Yeah. It's been tough. It's been
A
tough
lot
for
of
the
goose
Leafs.
eggs on those
If they
score sheets.
if they win tonight. Sorry. If they win tonight,
Okay.
you don't think they're going to win tonight?
No, not a chance.
Yeah. Okay. If they win the next game, do you think they can win the series?
No, they're done. 2 more games.
Oh man.
2 more games.
This is funny.
They're
Is
so not into it.
Boston
They
the
look
team to beat
lost.
in the East?
Yeah.
They look good, don't
Obviously,
they?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's
You
go.
know what? I thought Pittsburgh was going to be with the way they handled Philadelphia, like game 1.
Oh, are we segueing?
Yeah.
We have to go over to the West though.
Okay.
No, we can't. No, you start.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
Let's go back.
Back to the West?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So we'll talk about Anaheim and San Jose.
Okay.
Yeah, so San Jose.
Yeah.
The Sharks have taken a bite out of the Ducks. Going into the
That'll
Honda
put 'em in a
Center.
foul mood.
Yes, it will put them in a foul mood. Yeah. So they quacked their way into the Anaheim Honda Arena
Yeah.
and won 2 games.
Yeah.
They shut them out the first game,
Yeah.
3-0, and then they beat them the next game, whatever the score was there. I forget.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
There's so much
All these,
hockey.
yeah. So let's talk about a couple of players there that have impressed you. Martin Jones,
Yep.
he's looked really good. He's back in playoff form. Evander Kane got his first 2 playoff goals.
Is he healthy? He got his bell rung the other night.
I don't know. I haven't heard from him today.
He missed a few shifts, but
Yeah,
he didn't call you out.
no. So Evander Kane, his first 2 playoff goals ever.
Yeah.
He's been in the league for how long?
And it with with Winnipeg and Buffalo.
Winnipeg and Buffalo.
Yeah,
No
Winnipeg
wonder,
was
right?
bad at the time, and Buffalo was
So he must be going.
always bad.
So this is what the playoffs are like.
This is cool. I'm
This
gonna
is
score
fun.
again. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's looked good.
Yep.
Joe Pavelski,
Mm-hmm.
he looked very good.
Logan
Couture finally got going the other night.
and he's gonna
Only
be
2
fine
games
now.
in, but they
Yeah.
play tonight.
Yeah, he's gonna be fine now. Like you watch him now,
Yeah.
he'll light it up.
Now, Getzlaff, Perry, Raquel, Silverberg, they haven't shown up.
He scored
Yeah.
the first goal of the other night, and then they just
Yeah, they haven't really shown
San
up.
Jose took over it now.
Yep. Now, here's my question: is San Jose sneaky good?
Yes.
Is that a team that, say, the Nashvilles and the Vegases need to look out for? I mean, after this, there's only going to be 4 teams.
They might be tougher than Nashville.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Nashville will have more skill,
Mm-hmm. Brent
I
Burns,
believe. Yeah,
he's looked good. He scored a goal the other night, did he not? I think he
I
did.
believe he
Yes.
did. Yep.
Yeah. So, 2 games up, and they're going home
Mm-hmm.
to the. Is it the Shark Tank still?
It's definitely not the Cow Palace anymore.
What a weird name for
It was.
the Cow Palace.
Who plays there? The Sharks.
Well, isn't that
I feel there's so many cows in San Jose.
okay? But isn't that say when a shark has a baby, would that be a calf and the wife would be a cow?
I don't know. You might get slapped for calling her that.
I don't know. Let's not get into biology. All right, let's go back out east.
Know your mammals.
Slewfoot moment. Yeah. Pittsburgh versus Philadelphia.
Yep.
Pittsburgh. You might get slapped. Oh man. Pittsburgh leads 2-1, and they are in Philadelphia for 3 days,
Yeah.
eating sandwiches with their
Phillies-
time off.
Philly steak
Philly
sandwiches.
cheesesteaks. Yeah. So obviously the second best player in the world, actually the best player
In the
left
playoffs.
left playing in the playoffs,
Yes.
is playing like that, isn't he?
He is.
Yeah.
Well, every other game.
Every other game, yeah. Yeah, true.
Which might be good enough.
He scored another, I'm going to slap it out of thin air,
Yeah.
goal.
Well,
That was pretty sweet.
Yeah, certainly was. But his wraparound one last game. night was-
Last game was pretty good.
He gets
it's just-
around. He gets around the net pretty quick.
He's quick.
Yeah.
He can find the players.
Mm-hmm.
And look out, Philadelphia.
Was it last night? That backhanded pass.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was 5 seconds after they scored.
Yeah.
5 seconds.
5 seconds.
Off the face-off, gets it across the blue line. Pass, actually.
Was that the straw that
Gets
broke
it
the
back.
Flyers
Yeah.
back?
Oh yeah. And then
Big time.
backhand pass
Yeah.
backwards across the ice.
Did you see the Flyers players? They're like, Come,
Should have saw it coming. But
you're not even giving us a chance.
He's just that good.
He's destroying them, right?
Yeah.
And Malkin's laser beam. He scored a couple of goals this
He
series
certainly did.
so far.
Yeah.
Jake Gunsel. He showed up the first game, and have we
Yep.
seen him since? Who hasn't really shown up yet is Phil Kessel.
That's right.
And he was, yeah. So that's got to be scary for Philadelphia as well in the rest of the Eastern Conference if he hasn't gotten going yet in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Because he was great last year in the playoffs.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So once he gets going,
Yeah.
look out.
Well, I don't think he's playing much with Crosby.
No, he's playing with Malkin.
Did you see? Yeah. Did you see? Remember the video last year when they were arguing on the bench?
Mm-hmm.
They did it again last night.
They're
They
arguing?
were arguing again. Not as animated, but they were arguing again.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you know what that means? They're gonna get really good.
They're
soon.
getting serious.
They're gonna get really good soon because they won the Stanley Cup
Yep.
after they did it last year.
Malkin, when he plays angry, is pretty good.
Yeah.
Don't get him angry. He's
No.
like the Incredible
And then,
Hulk.
then the other team focuses on him more
Mhm.
because he gets better. And then Kessel's got some free ice.
Is he called the Incredible Hulk or the Hulk?
I think it's just the Hulk.
Okay.
Maybe the movie was the Hulk, but the Incredible Hulk was the TV series.
That was Lou Ferrigno?
It certainly
He wasn't even that big. Not like the Hulk you see nowadays in the Marvel
Wow,
movies.
they're animated.
That's
was
a real
really-
actor.
But that was really Lou.
Yes, it was.
See?
But he wasn't really green, was he?
Yeah.
Okay. What about the goaltending in Philadelphia? You talked about Peter Mrazek, maybe.
I think he needs a shot.
Yeah.
Well,
They gotta do
I'm a
something.
Red Wing fan, so obviously I'd like to see he's recently removed from that team.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd like to see him get a shot.
Yeah.
You know, you've had more playing time in Detroit.
Yeah, that is true.
So you picked him. Let him play.
Yep. Yep.
And maybe Elliott had a good game 2 games ago. Put Mrazek in.
Shake things up.
Yeah.
Good
Why
idea.
not? You need a win. Because if you go down 3-1 against Pittsburgh,
You might as well just mail it in.
Forget about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've eaten your last Philly cheesesteak?
Yes. For this year.
Okay. Winnipeg and Minnesota.
Now there's an exciting series.
That has been a really good series.
What do they call the crowd? Not the Sea of White. The White.
The Winnipeg Whiteout?
White Storm.
The Whiteout. We talked about Whiteout last week.
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
I know we're
Yeah.
trademarking
Is it a
it.
whiteout? Is that what they
Yes.
call the crowd?
Yeah.
A whiteout?
Whitewash?
I had some of those pants.
The whitewash?
Yeah. No, they were acid wash.
Oh, right.
And they were.
Well, I don't think it's called the Winnipeg Acid Wash. No.
Oh,
Okay, so Patrick Laine
Yep.
with his beard,
Mm-hmm. You want to call it that?
his neck whiskers. The neck whiskers.
Yeah.
That's a brutal beard, but I love it. I love how people are showing up with fake neck whisker beard things.
A lot of people are shaving their cats before a
Yeah.
Jets game.
He's looking good, though. He's looking really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, for his first playoff adventure.
Yeah, I think it'll be fine.
Yep. How scary is Dustin Byfuglien? You know, you don't want to be on the ice with that guy when he's around. He
But
has.
You know what? He's gigantic, first of all.
Yep.
And he was a forward in Chicago, remember?
Yes.
And he had a lot more fights back then. Now he's on the blue line, so he's a little more
He's a little more
controlled in
reserved.
where he can go in the corners and things like that, but he
Yep.
still goes in. Not as much.
Oh, and he just hammers people.
Certainly does.
Is it Jonathan Erickson Eck or Jim Erickson Eck from Minnesota? Whatever.
Joseph.
Joseph
I don't know.
Erickson Eck.
Whatever it is.
He got hit so hard by Byfuglien, his cousins all hurt. His
Yeah.
cousins in Sweden.
Is that where he's from? So it's Johan.
Yeah, sure. I think it. Yeah. Erickson Eck hyphen.
Yeah.
Is there a hyphen?
Maybe he kept
Anyway,
his
he
maiden
got hit
name.
pretty hard.
I don't know.
He got hit pretty hard. Minnesota at home, by the way, has only lost 6 times this
But
season.
you know why that was a landslide yesterday? Because Winnipeg had to circle the airport in Minnesota for 2 hours
Yeah.
and then go back to Winnipeg
Yeah.
and then get on a plane again
And
get
they
there
arrived
yesterday
yeah.
morning.
Yeah. Sunday morning they arrived.
Yeah, no wonder Minnesota won.
Well,
I didn't think they were
When
gonna
did
sweep them.
Minnesota
I didn't
get
think,
home?
I didn't think Winnipeg.
did they have a secret
the
way?
day before?
They had so Winnipeg just left later?
Yes.
Serves them right,
You know, another night with the families or whatever.
I suppose.
But I didn't think it was going to be a sweep.
Or are they
by any
spending
means.
Are they spending a lot of time in Duluth this week? Do they have a couple days off?
I don't know if they do or not.
Is that where they play? Duluth
I don't know.
or
They're playing
Minneapolis?
Minnesota.
Well, yeah, that's
I'm not sure, but I know they have a ton of snow. Keep it.
yeah.
We're just getting
It's
a ton of
April.
rain.
It's April.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
But you know what? I think that's why Minnesota won last night.
Yeah, probably had something to do with it.
Yeah.
The tiredness.
Stahl.
Eric Stahl
First
finally
goal
scored.
in
Yeah,
the playoffs since 2009.
good for him.
Where has he been?
They,
Carolina,
yeah.
I guess.
This is his second season in.
Yeah. But they didn't make it last year, right?
Right.
That's 9 years.
Yep.
Has he been around that long? He won a
Yes.
cup in Carolina?
He was on some
Kansas?
Olympic teams in the past as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What about Devin Dubnyk? He's looked pretty good.
Yeah.
The goaltending in this series
Yeah.
been very decent.
Really good.
Yeah.
Except
Dubnyk's
for
looked.
last night.
Yeah. Dubnyk has
Hell of a
looked
goal,
really good.
tired.
Yeah. Well, he probably was sitting on the plane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, around.
That's been a good series, though.
Yeah.
It could potentially. I
Go
think it's
distance.
going. I think it's going 7. I really do.
If we had to pick any of them in the East and West, I would say that's the one that's going 7.
Yeah. I feel it.
Yeah.
I feel it in my fingers.
I feel it in my toes.
Right. Okay, so we're going back east. Or did we do everything in the east? No, we didn't talk about the Tampa
No,
Bays
This one.
and the New
which is
Jersey
shocking
Devils.
Again.
Shocking?
Yes.
Yeah, we called the upset, didn't
Yeah,
we?
Well, but that's
The
thing.
potential for the upset?
Is it really an upset when they beat them all year long?
Uh,
Yes, they beat them in the standings.
yeah.
But
I heard an
New
interesting
Jersey beat them all year long.
I heard an interesting thing. Some people said, know how they kind of slumped at the end of the year?
Mm-hmm.
I think it was Elliot Friedman. I think I heard him on a podcast. He said, I don't think they were slumping as much as they were maybe just bored.
Could be.
And that made a lot of sense. Were they bored and they were just not playing well? We're bored. Let's try that extra pass. Make the
Sure.
highlight reel.
Yeah.
It's a good. I thought it was an interesting
Changing their
point
game
that he
plan a
made.
little bit. Yeah,
Yep. And maybe that's why they lost a few games.
it's possible.
John Cooper said, guys, just play around tonight. We've already got first place wrapped up or second place, whatever. We're making the playoffs.
Yeah.
Play around. Do what you need to do. Make the highlight
Experiment a
reels.
little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But, I mean, they look like they've come out this series.
Mm-hmm.
And they just
They're
have.
probably happy to have Stamkos.
Yeah, they just have so much more talent than New Jersey does,
Yeah. Goalie change there.
Yeah. Corey Schneider in tonight.
He's back in.
Yep.
He hasn't won a game since January.
Has Keith Kincaid?
Yes.
Yeah, he's won a few.
Regular season.
Yeah.
Got to be in the playoffs.
Yes, he
But
did.
Schneider
Mhm.
has won 0 games in the playoffs in his career. How's that for a stat?
He's over?
Yeah.
There's something I did not know.
Now you do.
Did you all know that out there in podcast land /
YouTube land.
YouTube land?
We'll see what happens tonight. Maybe he'll get his first win.
That would be So it's
He's got
back
something
in
to prove.
New
He's got
Jersey,
something to
right?
prove. Yeah,
Back in the swamp.
that's right. He's got something to prove.
Do they play in the swamp
He
still?
wants a win. I don't think so. They want to win.
Yep.
They need a win, and he wants to get that number 1 spot back.
Yes, he does.
So
Yeah, it's a good idea.
go for it, man.
Last one we're going to talk about because we hit all the East, right?
Yeah. The last one is the last one.
Last one is the last one. Nashville, Colorado.
Yep.
What do you think of this one? So Nashville.
Colorado has been in every game.
Yeah, it's been.
Have they not scored the first goal in
It's
both
been.
games?
Yep. It's been tighter than what
Yeah.
what I thought it would be.
5-4 was one.
Yeah, that was the last game. 5-2 the first game.
A couple empty netters maybe.
Yep. Forsberg scored a nice goal to win it
Oh,
in that first game.
that was beauty. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was almost.
But
not
they're
fair.
getting scored. They're getting scoring from every. Nashville's so deep, like we said.
Yeah.
They're getting scoring from everyone.
It's spread out pretty good.
Yeah. Nathan McKinnon is looking great for Colorado.
Yep.
Do they have enough?
Colorado?
Yeah.
No,
I agree.
no. Unfortunately.
I mean, they
They're-
could win.
They're giving it their all, though, for sure.
Yeah.
They're maybe they'll beat up Nashville so bad that Vegas will go right through.
Perhaps.
It's so possible.
Perhaps.
It'd be great to see.
It could be. I mean, potentially it could be a Nashville Winnipeg.
Yeah.
next round.
Yep.
That would be great.
Yep.
That'd be great to see.
Vegas, San Jose.
Vegas, San Jose, potentially.
That'd be big too.
Yes. All these late games. Ugh,
Yeah, I know.
I'm so tired.
Sorry, work. Having a nap in the back corner.
So what do you think of the playoffs out there? Let us know. Shoot us a message, feedback at slewfoothockeyshow.com, or send us a tweet on the Twitter and, start the conversation. We'd love to hear what you think of the playoffs so far, because I'm loving it. I mean, I love playoff hockey, and I think there's been some great series so far.
Yep, certainly has.
Yeah, it's been very exciting.
Yep.
So we'll see what happens. Speaking of standings, were we? No.
Yes.
That was a horrible segue.
I thought we were.
Yes.
I'm sure we said standings.
I'm sure. So we're going to talk about our playoff pool.
Yep.
So we're in a playoff pool, and we had how many people do we have? We had
24.
24 people. That's great. So thank you very much for joining our pool.
Good.
And yeah, it was tough to pick those
It
players
certainly was.
because you
Some
don't
of
really
those
know.
Boxes were like, I
Yeah.
want all these guys.
Yeah.
I just can't
And-
have them.
Some people have really loaded up. For example, I think half their team is Winnipeg, half their team was someone else. So
There's a good handful that all went Toronto all in.
wow.
Those are the people at the bottom of the standings.
Yeah. So
But
what
they
happens?
had a good
What
year,
happens?
right? The Leafs had a good year.
Sure.
They're not
They're not having a good
they're
playoffs.
not matched up against teams like Boston.
No. So so far we have Niblet,
There you go, Niblet.
and so yeah, Jeff is
They're
first
back
place.
and forth.
Yeah,
Depends on the night.
yeah,
But this Jeff guy,
yeah.
Jeffrey OG,
Dan and Jeff are
Yep.
flip flopping every night.
Jeff has a ton of players on the off night. Last night he had maybe 17, 18 players in action
Wow.
out of 24.
Yep.
So tonight's not a big point night for him.
Right, and that's what I'm doing too.
For Dan to be in first right
I'm
now.
kind of flip flopping as well
Yeah.
as far as players are concerned. I mean,
There's lots of cool features on this thing. You can
yeah.
click on your buddies and compare yourselves, or you can check live stats during the games.
Yep.
It live updates it to the minute, pretty much.
So you're in 6th place right now,
Yep.
and I'm tied for 8th. Not
But
bad.
What's the point differential though?
3 points. Yep.
It's still pretty close.
It
And
is-
It's only been
Yeah, it's only been the
Handful of
first
games,
week of the first week of the playoffs, right?
Yep.
So we'll see what happens with the rest of the way. We've got some good prizes coming up.
Yep.
So some prizes on the way.
Some surprising prizes.
Some surprising surprises for
Prizes.
prizes. Perfect.
But Niblet is doing great with 61 points.
That's very good. He's got 12 players playing tonight too.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's going to take a little lead on Jeff.
Yeah. I think he's got what's he got? Yeah, he's got some Boston players, Tampa Bay.
Mm-hmm. Tampa Bay is a good team.
Yep, and some Nashville players. So, yeah, he's got a nice mix.
Yeah.
Nice mix of players. So.
Should be some trash
Yeah.
talking this week. 'Cause
The
it's tight.
thing is, he's got that top line right in Boston: Marchand, Bergeron, and Pasternak. Would they have like 40 points the other night? It's crazy.
By the end of the second period, I think.
Yes. All right,
And Krug.
and Krug.
Good
yeah.
picking.
Troy
Dan.
Krug.
Good
Yeah.
job.
Very good picking. You're a Boston fan?
Did Zach help you?
All right, so Dave, I think that's it for our show today. We are going to watch some playoffs,
Sure are.
and yeah, we're going to get back to you later, hopefully this week, and find out maybe there'll be some series wrapped up that we can talk about.
There will be.
Well, yeah,
There'll be one over this week.
okay.
For sure.
There could be a couple over this week, to be honest.
But one in particular will be over this week.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
Yep.
Anything else?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening, everybody. If you want to get a hold of us, check us out on our social media stuff, and our website, slewfoothockeyshow.com.
Right on.
I think that's it.
I think that is it.
Yeah. Enjoy the playoffs, everybody. Go. We can't cheer for anybody. Our teams are out.
Cheer for the Iceman.
Okay.
No.
No. All right.
The Iceman it is.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night.
Bye for now.